And now, from the Funny Bone Comedy Club and Cafe in the Easton Town Center, it's Live from the Funny Bone with your hosts, Dino Tripodis and Lesley James.
Welcome to Live from the Funny Bone, presented by our friends at Sierra Mist, bringing you the best in local, regional, and national touring comedians right here, once again in lovely Easton Town Center. What other malls want to be when they grow up. I'm Dino Tripodis from Dino and Sean in the Morning on Sunday 95.
And I'm Lesley James, your co-host from CD 101, the alternative station.
And on tonight's episode, we have National Showcaser JJ Boyd.
Plus the Pepsi Max Local Comedian of the Week, Chris Coen. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Hey, thanks for coming back. After a death-defying car accident, our next comedian decided to devote all of his energies to stand-up comedy. As a result, he's toured all across the United States and Canada. My only question is, does he drive to those gigs? Here's our national showcaser, JJ Boyd.
Oh, hi-yo! How are you, baby? Yeah! Woo! All right, question right off the bat. Who here in their car is fortunate enough to have a GPS navigation system? Round of applause, yeah? Yeah? Okay. Are you aware they come pre-programmed with different languages? I didn't know that. I just drove in, I'm starting to play with mine. I get a German voice. Yeah. Ich bin und schmagen, machen Sie leften. Do what he says, he sounds friggin' Right turn. I play with it again, I got an Islamic voice. Great, an Islamic navigator. The car is now telling me to turn into things. Bridge on left, please make turn, enjoy your virgins. So I play with it one last time, I got French, a French navigator. The car went 3 blocks and just gave up. And I just drove in, and I was so tired, I wasn't paying attention, and I checked into what could possibly be the worst hotel in town. I don't know the name, I just know it sucks. You know you're checking into a bad hotel when the woman behind the counter stares you dead in the eye, doesn't flinch, and asks you, you want carpet? Didn't know that was an option. How about a room without someone's duty in the toilet? Can we scrape one of those up? And I may have been tired, but I will never forget this woman as long as I live. She had quite possibly the biggest boobs I have ever seen on a woman. Under the smallest low-cut shirt, and she bent over the counter and crossed her arms. It looked like she had an ass in a headlock. Let's be frank. So, I am 40 years old, was just recently diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. Or as we called it back in the 70s, what is your kid, retarded or something? And the therapist who diagnosed me, this little old woman, she goes, you're 40. Didn't anyone at some point in your life tell you you suffer from attention deficit? Mm-hmm. That was a really good question. I said, let me ask you something. If you really believe I've suffered ADD my entire life, and somewhere along the way somebody happened to say something, you think there's a slight possibility that maybe I wasn't paying attention? Any other ADD people? We got anybody in the crowd? Yeah? No, they're like, what's the question? Yeah. You would think we could hide among you. We can't. Our brains are on hyperactive overdrive every second. If I'm at a bank and they're going, next please, I don't hear it because I'm watching a fireworks display that's not even there. Look at the blue one. And ladies, listen up. Attention deficit men, we make the best lovers. Scientific fact you didn't even know you knew. It's like Nova tonight. Think about it, ladies. You're in bed with your boyfriend, your husband. He's a normal guy. You're in the middle of making love, and he wants it to last longer. What does he have to do? He has to think of something different. I'm already there. I'm a little heavy, and I love saying that outside of the New York area where I'm from, because New Yorkers are notoriously cold. If I go, I'm a little heavy, some guy in the back will go, excuse me. I don't mean to burst your bubble, because quite frankly, the air concussion will take down the room. But you're what we technically call a fat bastard. Look into it. But it's all a matter of perception, because if I go to, like, Iowa, I'm the Fabio of Iowa. I'm heavy, I am. The reason I'm heavy is because this is what I do for a living. I drive 12 hours and work a half an hour at night. Ooh. I basically have the metabolism of veal. The most exercise I get in a week is if someone tells a really funny joke that I wasn't prepared for, and I laugh so hard that it feels like I did a sit-up. You know that feeling? You ever been there? Your cheeks are hurting, you're going, oh, I just pulled something out. I'm so out of shape that if I'm in the basement of my house and God forbid the phone rings upstairs, this is what it looks like. Bring.
After these messages, more with JJ Boyd.